Hey guys, I'm RiggyRob, and welcome back to Fire Emblem Engage. So, it's been a little while since the last time we played, but the plan for today is we're going to take out all of these paralogs. And just as a reminder, in case anyone has forgotten, I have turned the difficulty down from a hard classic to normal classic. Mainly because we've been having issues with the Switch crashing and so on. So, for my own sanity, I've turned it down. This is the next story chapter to do, chapter 20. But we've got a few paralogs we can do instead. So this is Micaiah, that's level 8. I'll try and do it in level order, because it makes sense to do that, even though I've not really paid too much attention to the proper order. It was just kind of how I felt like to do it. This one is Sigurd, level 5. There should be one down here. So this is Erica, level 8. So Sigurd's the lowest so far. Then Leaf is also 8. And I think there should be one more. Yeah, there's one over here. This one is level 7 for Corin. So yeah, we'll do Sigurd, then Corin. Or we might just do them in the order that we come across them. Like if we go from Sigurd up to Micaiah here, that makes sense. Because the level difference isn't that big. They're all about level 7 to 8-ish. So let's go ahead and do this one. The Paralog River of Light and Dark. Let's begin the chapter. So yeah, like I said, it's been a little while since we played, so I have done a little bit of getting supports, but it turns out that it's kind of a fool's errand to do that.
There's something unnatural about this place.
You feel it as well? I've no explanation for it, yet this place bears a great resemblance to Chalfie.
Chalfie? I've never heard of it. Is it somewhere in your world?
It's in a far-off land called Japan.
Correct. It is my homeland. I had once thought to lead a quiet life there in Chalfie, alongside my wife, Deirdre.
What happened?
Deirdre was kidnapped by followers of a dark faith. Her life was twisted to their desires.
It's interesting, because most of the time you pronounce that as Deirdre.
She was to aid in the resurrection of a dark god, heralding a new age of terror and destruction.
What? That's awful.
Yet there was still light, still hope for our future.
How so?
I believe I shall share that part of the tale with you following the trial. Take up your weapon, for I am the trial that you shall face. Overcome this trial, and our bond will grow. My power will become yours.
And we have to fight in this place that is like your homeland. There's significance to that.
Correct. Now earn it. Show me that your skills are sufficient to surpass my own.
I'll take you down, Sigurd. I'm giving this everything I have.
There we go. So, I do already know that there exists a skill called Canter Plus. So that is going to be the immediate upgrade to Canter being on everyone, because it is just the best skill in the game. I believe it gives you 4 spaces of movement after doing an action rather than 2. So yeah, it's just amazing. As a result of the support grinding, I did sort of take out all these losers that are equipped for battle. But the main reason why is because I was doing Tempest Trials, and that seems to be the best way to do support grinding in this game, even though it's not actually that good to begin with. Okay, so we've got our main team, the people that I actually like and are good, and then there's kind of like, who else do you bring with us? Like, at this point, Alfred's kind of fallen off. Saline wasn't actually that good now that I think about it. Louis can obviously fill a role as a general, but yeah, it's kind of like, who do I bring with me as my 12th person? You know, Lapis is a hero now, so she could be good if her growth rates are good enough. So I like Lapis. Would I rather have Alcris? I guess it depends on the map. I should look at the map first before I make these decisions. So let's see. We've got mages, generals, some bows. There's... You have 3 revival stones? We're on normal classic. Hang on! 62 magic attack! Okay, so this is a do not go here zone. Especially not for 1,000 gold. Jeez. Same thing there. So they're not moving, which is good. But yeah, that is the highest amount of attack and speed. They've capped speed and defense and for a mage. This one is relatively okay. 38 attack, but 55 avoid, and they've got skill as well. Can't be moved either. And they have a revival stone. 2,000 gold, okay. And then obviously Sigurd is all the way up here. So him having a revival stone is fine. So much more lenient 27 attack, but 75 avoid. But he will come off the space. And yeah, that's giving him 30 avoid as well. Okay, so the interesting thing is there are a lot of sages. So this great expanse of water feels like it's made for flyers to abuse. So we'll put all of our flyers at the top here. I think we'll put Hortensia here instead. I do know Alcris doesn't have a revival, an emblem ring, so I need to swap that around. I think this should be okay, like this. So let's switch them around. I'm not paying too much attention as to who's getting what. I mean, if it makes sense, then sure, but it's like this one, Erica, sure, why not? But everyone's got a ring that corresponds to what they're trying to do, in my opinion. Maybe there's a bond conversation for Merrin and Edelgard that I need to do, so we'll do that just before we start. Bond conversation, Merrin, Edelgard. Oh, come on. Oh, fine. Alright, in that case then, let's drop Edelgard from Merrin and swap him out for something else. Ike? Sure.
Sir Ike!
And then everyone else has got less than whatever. Oh, Celestia as well. So Celestia, you can have someone who's good for magic. Edelgard? No. Well, I mean, Edelgard's good. Strength as well. Yeah, sure, why not?
Edelgard!
Alright, and then inventory stuff. So everyone should have the same stuff they had last time. So there's a couple of physics and rescues on Jean. Everyone else is good. Yeah, I think everyone else is fine. Probably not a lot to do with... Yeah, if she's not going to be attacking with Surge, she's probably going to be swapping that out for something else. El Thunder, El Wind. I'll give her an El Wind. From Saline, seeing as we're not using Saline. Everything else is fine. Healing staff rather than a rescue. Probably a good idea. Heal instead of rescue. Because she gets the extra range from her personal skill. Okay. Right, so let's have a look at the map again. Because there should be a twist, like, the fact that this is just... Do not mess with these two guys is kind of interesting. So it's like you have to take the castle to fix the bridge to make it over to Sigurd is probably how it's supposed to go. So I'd anticipate there's lots of reinforcements coming from the open water, perhaps. We'll see. So 4 flyers, a healer with them. Yeah, that should be fine. Alright, so let's go ahead and make a save. Again, have to make sure I don't save over the bottom slot because that's my last hard classic slot. Oh, it's not my last one, but yeah. So I'll make a save here. And we shall begin for the Paralogue of the Holy Knight.
The trial is thus. Find your way to me and claim victory.
If we're going to reach Sigurd, we'll need to cross that bridge.
So I imagine this map must actually be an arrive map.
And if we can capture that fortress, we might be able to operate it.
Defeat Sigurd? Oh, no, it's not. It's just defeat Sigurd. Okay. Alright, well, should we just go for a first turn fly here? It's interesting, because they probably get further on without having to wait for Seedle. And we'll get the emblem spot, the emblem energy spots anyway, so let's do this. Again, I can't...
Tell me what to do.
I don't know how the reinforcements work on this map. I have to assume there will be some, but otherwise I'll just send all my best units to the top. Hey, nice. Alright. So yeah. So, let's see. Oh yeah, I forget Seedle has +1 movement compared to these guys. If that's the case, then... yeah, it's fine. We can engage and do stuff. Yeah, you know what? I keep saying this, but I have not been making use of my engages when I can, you know? So, I think it's this spot I need to do for Dark Inferno. Yeah. But it's like, I have the ability to use these things. Oh, I forgot these. You know what? Time Crystal. Do that again. And yeah, infinite charges. The thing is that trying to play the map faster does actually mean thinking about it a little bit more. But we'll see.
Come and face me.
Alright, so engage.
Emblem Engage.
We'll do call doubles. Alright. And Alchris can attack with a longbow. Oh yes, I forgot I took off animations. You'd be surprised how much the game speeds up when you take off all the animations. But I do like seeing them. Settings. Here we go. Basically, what I was doing for support grinding is apparently the best way to do it is to do Tempest Trials and do it on level 1 as fast as you can with the people, and then it refreshes all of the recreation activities. And then at that point, it's like, alright, you can do the actual things that build support with units. But, of course, you have to do a Tempest trial every single time. You can't just go into a trial and then quit out of it. You have to do the set of 3. Let's see. Stay here. Because what? Silver Sword, Elfire. Elfire is the bigger problem, I think. I think Mary can go and attack from the woods, get hit in the woods. Yeah, she should be fine. She doesn't have that much resistance or defense, but 48 attack, 48 HP is pretty good. Oh, yeah, I forgot. I'm skipping the enemy phases as well. But yeah, it's very quick. Okay, so settings. Let's see, action skip. Is that it? No, that's auto battle specifically. What's the action skip I'm looking for? That might be it, actually. Yeah, I don't see another option for it. Okay, and yeah, alright. So, across we go. Building up that Book of Worlds. Feels good to have flies to just send a convoy off. Alright, so we can take off that guy's range. How does Pandreo do? 1717? Yeah. And again, I know I said this last time, but it's nice to just be able to... Well, I suppose it's kind of an indictment of how easy the game is if you can just turn your brain off and not really think about your guys dying at all. But at the same time, it's like, it's nice. It's just like you're playing as super overpowered characters. You've got amazing skills. You've got good, well, it's not optimal, but they are good emblem rings for what they're supposed to do, right? Yeah, it's just nice. Let's see. Can you attack? Yeah, you can. So there's a bit of range. I do think I have kind of given up on the idea of using Boucheron as a mage cannoneer. Like, there's some aspects that would be interesting for it, but a lot of the time just like, nah, there's no point. It's not worth the effort it would take to make Boucheron actually useful. And again, because we're on normal rather than hard, there's no need to make that effort, because low movement but high attack range. It's like, doesn't need to be a worry. I'll sit here instead. Yep, in the woods is good. So, yep, 16 hit. They actually hit on a 16. Wow. Alright, stay there. Seedle, we'll just do a normal dance, I think. Yeah.
You're a lifesaver.
We can do a good dance when we get further into the middle of the pack, I guess. So, Seedle here. Staff, heal here.
I can fight again.
So I'm going to talk about my thoughts about this game in a little bit more detail the further into... Well, basically at the roundup of the credits, right? But one thing I think is worth mentioning is, because we're doing paralogs now, it's kind of like... This game is supposed to be a celebration of all of the previous games, right? Which is why they have emblem rings of all the previous lords and the popular characters from the previous games. And that kind of doesn't work if the games that they're trying to celebrate never came out in the country or the language that you're playing in. You know? So, Sigurd from Fire Emblem 4, Genealogy of the Holy War, I believe, has no kind of connection. I have no connection to Sigurd because I was never able to play his game. That was a good dodge. Like, it's never been officially released in English. In fact, the only reason why they have this now is because of Fire Emblem Heroes. And again, this game has, you know, taken lots of inspiration from Hero. Really? No movement. Wow. Slow map. But yeah, so, I mean, it's kind of why they tell you about the backstory of, oh, this is my wife Deirdre, and this is what kind of my whole deal was. Oh, hang on. Have they got Outfire? Can they reach me? No? Who's got some Elwind? No. I thought someone had more range. Oh, Sigurd has the range. I see. Well, I mean, if he's going to come towards me. Turfing, level 1 range, and Brave Lance. Wait, no, you can't reach me. Who's attacking me then? Someone has range. Meteor! Okay, right. So, that's the guy that's going to attack me. That's fine. I mean, I can tank the hit, I'm pretty sure. We'll have the... no, just have what gives us most avoid. Yeah, Fenceler is fine. Could engage. Nah, it's fine. It's fine. But yeah, so... Doesn't... See... When a company is based in Japan and they decide to bring a franchise to the West, you kind of have to... If you're going to make a game that is all about the history of the franchise, or at least, you know, as I said, a celebration of what's come before, you should probably have those games be made in the language of the country that you are releasing it in, right? Because otherwise, it's like I said, I've got no connection to Sigurd other than the fact that I know he is supposed to be the lord of one of the games. So it's just... They probably had the idea of, oh, we have Fire Emblem Heroes, we should use our characters in Fire Emblem Heroes, and then it was like, well, actually, why don't we make a game for the Switch? Because, you know, that's our main console of choice at this point. I don't think I can attack this guy with the L Thunder. 25 magical attack should be fine, so let's take off their range and check other ranges. Wait, do you move? Oh, it's Meteor. Oh, it's Meteor. Oh, okay, so Meteor's something to keep in mind then, actually. Let's see. I could do the dance now. I think I'll do the dance now, actually. So let's see. Seedle can go here. Let's see, right. So Pandreo here. Alchris is kind of on his own. We do Jean here. Then Kagetsu here. suppose Merrin goes here. We'll do the dance now. It's not the best in terms of the maximum distance,
Join me
but
for one song.
it means that Pandreo can be included in the dance.
Let the lesson begin.
Because obviously, the makers of Fire Emblem are not immune to making a remake, because Shadows of Valentia exists, and Shadow Dragon on the DS exists. So it's kind of like they didn't prioritize making a remake of Fire Emblem 4 or Fire Emblem 5 before releasing something to, you know, Western audiences. And it's kind of understandable. Like, the whole point of this game, well, the franchise's popularity is only because of being included in Super Smash Bros. And then from there, it's the follow-on of the popularity from Awakening specifically that revived the series. So, yeah, you just think that they'd keep in mind the global audience of, hey, who's this? Are they cool? Yeah, they're cool. Can I play the game in which they're based from? No, you can't. Now, let's see. So they've got a revival stone. We can do this. Kill a bow. Get rid of one.
Hurry! Again! Even mighty ones fall. I cannot retreat now.
Good stuff. I have seen the sentiment that Kagetsu is great no matter what he does. Like, he's just like one of the best ones in the game. And it's nice to see that. Alright, so then Jean, Fire or Elwind? Neither does great, but might as well do this.
Quickly now.
I don't think engaging with Camilla to use the ball attack would make a difference. Stay there. Okay, who's left? Diamant. Right there. And then Alchrist. Okay. Raining down meteors. Ta-da! I suppose another thing that I've not considered when
I'm not afraid anymore.
changing the difficulty down is they are probably tuning the difficulty of the normal mode to be kind of like what I'm doing now, which is just a nice, relaxed, don't have to worry about people actually dying, even though it's normal classic rather than, you know, normal casual.
Good wind.
But just kind of like yeah, we're playing through the story, we get to see all the cool characters and stuff like that. And then they're tuning the hard difficulty as, okay, you are actually going to try and start thinking about things. And then the maddening mode is obviously just over the top, you know? In terms of, oh yeah, you need to plan out everything you do, because otherwise it will not work out well for you. Alright, can I engage? I'm gonna do this anyway, so let's see, colorless? Yeah, we'll do colorless.
You will be mine.
It just gives another unit to be like a target. Celica! That's a good one. Alright, what does Celica have? Yeah, that's fine. Celica has... Oh, she has recover, that's it. Alright, well. So, on the assumption that Sigurd moves, 27 attack, and he can use the Brave Lance. So, potential 52, but... Yeah, 15 defense, 21 defense, 25 defense. I suppose the issue is not Sigurd coming towards us, it's Sigurd and everybody else attacking us. And I can't tank the hits with Tiki, for example, because, well, they're all going to come towards me. So he will do Override, it looks like. Alright, so then take off that range. Actually, if Sigurd has the most movement, and this is his attack range, then it's kind of like just go where Celica is, right? Just wait there and use Chloe to tank the hit. Well, not Chloe necessarily. Rosado. Rosado engage with Tiki, perhaps? Yeah.
Cuteness combined.
This is assuming that Sigurd moves. Sure. Give a Divine Blessing to Hortensia, just in case I leave her in the wrong spot. So, wait here. Mini bow. Okay. Yeah, so they'll attack with Meteor, but that should be fine. And then we'll have the Spear and Rally. So they got boosted stats. Yeah, that should be fine. So that's the north side taken care of. Right. Can I attack? No. Move through here. Break through the chain guard.
Now that was a party.
Not bad, not bad. Oh, I don't even have to sit on the floor.
The Fortress General's dead. The bridge is ours. Let's rest here for a minute, Divine Dragon.
2,000 gold! Not that I really have a need for gold again, because you don't need to optimize as much on normal mode, but yeah, it's nice to have it at least. Level 18. It's okay. Build going up is nice. Yeah, I'll sit on this tile. I can attack from here. Sweet.
I can't believe I did that.
Okay. No dex, but that's fine. Alright, let's keep going. Yeah, let's do this. So, you move, and you'll come up to the north side as well. So I might as well go here, attack. 11 sword doesn't kill now. But yeah, we'll just do liberation. Ta-da. And I'll put... Oh, I don't have Canter on. Yeah, I have Star Sphere and Avoid plus 20, don't I? Yeah. Oh well. It's interesting. I can't say I've noticed Star Sphere giving better level ups, but then I suppose that's another thing about this game, or at least Fire Emblem in general, is because they don't show you growth rates, it's hard to know without looking just at base stats about who's a good unit and who's not, which is why pre-promoted units and having good bases makes such a difference. Hellfire, Dagger, Elwind. I'll sit on this space. Get Lyn back. Like, I feel like it would be too much to show growth rates, but at the same time, it's kind of like, it would be nice to see them.
Cute and strong. Dude, I'm not alone anymore.
And that's a revival stone down. So the bridge actually isn't down yet, is it? It's still a raised bridge. Does that mean we have to wait a turn for it to come down? Or do you need to sit someone on the, like, the protection tile for it to happen next turn? There we go. Yeah, it just takes a turn. So that's why Alfred says, let's take a moment to rest here. Which I think is a reference to how the games that Sigurd is from works. Also, a load of reinforcements. Okay, generals and... yeah, paladins. Okay. So, I would imagine that this is a lot scarier if you were doing this the intended way, which is come up to the bridge here. I have to imagine that in the original map, you don't have flyers to go across this sort of space here. And I'm not sure what the point of these guys are, but yeah. Alright, so I think we can just finish the map by killing Sigurd here, I'm pretty sure. Let's go from this side just in case. There's no holdout shenanigans to worry about.
Well played.
Great level, great level. Bond up. And there we go, that's the map. So, nice and simple. Paralog complete.